Okay guys, so let's start another video here, and this one is on masking, and it'll just be really quick, just a couple pointers to remind you a little about masking if you're not familiar with how to do it, or if you are familiar but just want a refresher, that's the video. This will be the video for you. So I'm going to utilize the day and night scene like you're going to be doing in class. So I have a nighttime photo that I've created and a daytime photo of the same scene. So I'm going to open both of those. So just go wherever it is that you have your photos, open up your day and your night. And I'm going to go over here to my move tool because I need to get these on the same project. So I need two layers in the same photo, and right now they're separate photos. So I need to move one over. So I think I'm going to take the daytime one, I'm going to move it over to the night. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my move tool, which is the first tool in your toolbox over here. I'm going to hold down my shift key, and then I'm going to click my mouse, and I'm just going to drag up into the nighttime, and then I'm just going to let off my buttons and drop it. And hopefully that will have snapped the two photos together, because remember, if you have identical photos, or at least if they're identical in size, if you hold down your shift key, then it will snap all the sides together, so you don't have to worry about readjusting if you don't drag it and place it perfectly on top. So I'm just going to minimize that for now. So now what I have is two different photos. I have a daytime photo on top of a nighttime photo. So I think what I'm going to do is I want to go through and I want to mask out this daytime sky so that the nighttime sky shows through. Okay, so my layers palette is extremely long, so you can barely see the bottom of, there we go. Now we can see the bottom. Because I'm so used to working with lots of layers, so I need a long layer palette. So at the bottom of your layers palette, you have a bunch of these icons, and the third one in from the left is what I call the circle square icon. If you hover over it, it'll say that it's a layer mask, which is what you want to do. You want to apply the mask to the top layer, which is layer 1 in my project. When I click on that, it gives me this nice little magic layer that technically is in between these two layers, but it puts it side by side with the top layer. But it's actually a magical layer that will allow us to erase the top photo so that the bottom photo shows through. But if we mess up, it's not actually erasing, it's just kind of hiding it. So we can always go back and we can put stuff back if we don't color inside the lines, which I am really bad about doing. So masking is the skill that I have to use because I just stink at coloring inside the lines. So you may or may not have noticed or remembered that when you apply a layer mask, it automatically, whatever colors you have over here in your paint, will automatically change those to black and white, because basically you're going to be coloring with black and white. If you paint or draw or color or fill or gradient anything with black, it will take away the photo, it will hide it, erase it, whatever. And if you do it with white, it puts it back. So remember, black takes away, white puts it back. Black is the absence, white is the presence. So just keep that in mind. That'll help you remember what colors you want to color with. And really, if you happen to color with the wrong color, it's not a big deal. You can either like Control-Alt-X and take a few steps back, or you could just switch your colors to the other color and just paint over what you just painted. There is no destruction to your project. You can always completely undo this. You can just get rid of the layer mask altogether. If you don't like it, you can throw it away. So you have lots of options. So I like this technique the best. So a lot of people will take their brush, and I still have my print mark brush from the last video up, so let's go find a regular brush. Blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to do a soft brush. And then I'm just going to come in, I got black. Black takes away. I have an opacity of 100, so it's going to take 100% of that away. I can even come over here and hide the background layer just so I can see what I'm doing. And I'm just going to come in and I can paint. Paint, paint, paint. Paint, paint, paint. And get rid of that daytime sky. to an extent. And remember, we can change our brush tip by using the bracket key. The left bracket makes it smaller, the right bracket makes it bigger. Now I'm going to go paint, and I'm going to do this really fast, so it's going to be like super sloppy. But just so you get the idea. So I'm just going to go through, I'm going to paint what I want to get rid of. And if I mess up, as I want to do, all I got to do is just hit my X key, gives me my white paint, and then I can go put it back if I totally mess up. And I'm going to hit the X key again and go in with my black. Take it away, take away, take away. I like to hide my bottom layer in a way so that I can kind of get an idea of what I'm erasing. And then when I make it show up, I can see how my edges look. Oops, see, I'm just horrible. I'm doing this with a trackpad, so I really am not good. I'm not even using a mouse. Ideally, you want to have a Wacom tablet, but I don't have one. So I have one, but I broke it because I use them so much I break them. So one day I will have a new one. Okay, so that kind of looks okay-ish. If I show the bottom layer, oh my goodness, that's awful. That is like horrible looking. I am so bad at this. No, I'm not. I'm just doing it very quickly. But at least it gives you an idea of where your lines are. So, you know, you can go in and, like I said, you can go in and zoom down to the pixel level and really get a nice selection here. And again, if I completely mess up, it's okay. I can always go back with my other color and put it back. If you don't like your mask altogether, all you gotta do is come over here, grab it, click, and drag it down, click, to the trash can, and just say, nope, delete it. And make it totally go away and then start over again. So I'm going to start over again only because I want to show, again, you don't have to use just the paintbrush. Depending on what photo you choose, you can do a gradient. So I'm going to just see what it looks like, and I'm going to choose the black and white gradient. And I'm going to apply it and see how horrible it looks. Oh, look at that. That's not too half bad. If you put a really nice soft gradient, you could cheat and not have to do all of that hard work. Look at that. That's a gradient. So sometimes your horizon line is your best place to go, and then you can just like gradiate it there. So I do not advise going side to side because, again, that one's not so bad. If you do a really, really gradual gradient, you can kind of go side to side, and it's not actually too terrible. You just have to be mindful. Like, that's not bad. That's not too bad at all. But just like the examples in class, don't do what I showed you in class, because those don't make me happy. They make me sad. Something like that. And I have some daytime here and some nighttime here, and my project is done. So just remember, you apply the layer mask and then have fun with black and white paint and make a really cool composite photograph that'll make people stop and stare. Alright, so guess I'll see you guys in class. Have a good weekend.